What's up guys, it's your Honda Meg here at Great Lakes Honda, and I'm here with John Mullen, our used car manager. We are super excited to do a walk around of this vehicle today. We're gonna show you what it looks like when we do the appraisal process. So when you come in and you say, hey, I'm here to trade in my car and I'd like to buy a Honda, what should you expect? So John is the used car manager and he is the guy that you'll be seeing and talking to, and he'll be asking you questions about your vehicle. So we're just gonna go through a little bit of what to expect when you do that. So the first part of it as a salesperson is I actually come up to the vehicle, there is a code on the side of the vehicle, and I scan it into my appraisal system. Once it catches, it actually populates right in my app so that I can go to my used car manager and tell him all of the details about the vehicle. I plug in the kilometers, the customer's name, information, and of course we go through a disclosure to talk about whether the car's been in any accidents, whether there's any insurance claims on it, anything that we should know about the vehicle before we think about selling it to the next customer. So the next step is that I go to John and I say, John, I've got a 2017 Toyota Corolla IM with 67,000 kilometers on it. Can we go have a look?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. We're gonna start with a walk around of this vehicle, and we're gonna show you some of the things that are really important to look for when we're appraising a vehicle. Starting with the hood, we're gonna look for stone chips, just something that's gonna have to be a part of our reconditioning. We're also gonna look at the windshield to see if there's any chips, cracks, even pitting.
So looking at the glass of this vehicle, I see a few pits, but nothing that would prevent it from passing a safety or making it to the used car lot and being available for sale.
Then we do a walk around of the body. We look at the vehicle to see if there's any dents, dings, scratches, fallout.
When I see damage like this, I also add it to my reconditioning plan because it will likely require some body work to make it sellable for the next customer. So what we see on this vehicle, and more commonly on white vehicles, is fallout. So essentially what it is small metal flecks that have landed on the clear coat that are starting to rust, either from the brakes or from pollution. So it's basically on every vehicle, but you can really only see it on silver and white cars. If you're ever rubbing your hand against the vehicle and notice that it's bumpy, that's likely fallout, which is sticking to the clear coat.
We look at the rims to see if they're scratched, and we look at the tire tread depth.
When looking at the tires, I always check the quality of the rims to see if they're scuffed or pitted. Looking at the tread depth of these tires, they are borderline to pass a safety. So I would likely have to make this part of my reconditioning plan for this vehicle.
Looking to see if there's any repairs that need to be done to the back hatch or anything else in the vehicle.
So looking at the back hatch of this vehicle, you notice a scratch that is beginning to rust. So this will also become part of our reconditioning plan for this vehicle. So one thing that can't be overlooked is the condition of the interior of the vehicle. One thing that we do on every appraisal is hop in the vehicle just to make sure that the interior is as it should be. Now that we're inside this vehicle, there's a few things that I need to be mindful of. I always check the condition of the seats and the headliner to ensure that there's no rips, tears, or burns. Some desirable features on some of these vehicles now are a navigation system, a power sunroof, and leather trim seating. I also need to know if the previous owner was a smoker or not, because that does affect our reconditioning plans. This vehicle has low kilometers at about 67,000 kilometers. Starts with no issues and does not appear to have any engine light or anything like that on the vehicle. So this is the market research that we perform for an appraisal. So now that this vehicle's been checked into our appraisal system, which is called vAuto, we have access to all the vehicles that are like it in the marketplace. So we have our notes here that say the tires need to be replaced, the glass is good. I was told by the customer that they just replaced the brakes. I have my bodywork notes and my note about the acid bath on this, okay? One thing that we do for every used car is we run a Carfax, just to ensure a clean vehicle history report. So what I see here is there are 46 vehicles like this in the market of Ontario. I can take that within a 500 kilometer radius and narrow it down to 12. I can see the average asking price and the average odometer for those 12 vehicles. I can click on this and see what dealers within a 500 kilometer radius are selling this exact vehicle for. Once I've entered the amount of reconditioning that I think I'll have to perform on this vehicle and the amount of profit that I intend to make on this vehicle, I can then price it and give myself an accurate trade-in value. So this vehicle, priced at 100% of market, will sell for around $16,500.
The best part about vAuto, which is the program we use, is that it actually compares against all sorts of different selling markets. So Kijiji, Auto Trader, even Black Book. And it shows us a real-time idea of what's going on in the market. And we can see what these cars are selling for, as well as how long they've been around for.
So once we've come up with our reconditioning plan and done our market research on a vehicle, we're now in a position to give some customers some options and information about their car.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been super fun to talk to you about the appraisal process, and John and I are always here to answer any more questions you've got. Definitely let us know if there's anything else you want to know, and thanks for tuning in.